specifically in the context of collaboration. And yeah, again, I'm sure there's many more things. That's just my personal way. When I like talk to people, I'm always very curious about what have you done in the past? What were the experiences that you enjoyed in the past? Because that tells me that they were motivated intrinsically by something that they seem to explicitly or not explicitly find value in. And and that means that they have solved certain problems, and they did something that's good for other people. So the more of these things they have done in the past, um, the more it shapes my understanding of what they might also do in the future and how that can evolve. And some people have, like, I just literally yesterday met a really good friend of mine, and she's also actually like journaling quite a lot, and she's like now writing kind of an autobiography.
Yes.
And so trying to make sense of what she can do. And we're just talking about, like, yeah, well, actually more people should be writing about themselves because it would be helpful for them. And she's like, oh yeah, maybe I can like work with that. And like that also, I think, yeah, we were just briefly talking about how, like, what that could look like in the future when she thinks and talks about that with other people. Like, I think many people are scared, or she mentioned that many people are kind of not comfortable writing, and she's wondering why. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I personally just always try to kind of project these things into the future and
Absolutely.
see.
Look,
Because then,
then to you directly, what did you do in the past that prepared you to lead deep work, and how do you see develop it in the next couple of years or so? And the question after that, it will be the last question, or at least the second to last, because we have 44 minutes together. So the question would be, we're in 2034 now. What has been created with yourself, with the group of people that you surround yourself with, that you're proud of, and what are the achievements? So we're going to go far in the future after you answer the first question.
Nice. Yeah, I like that question. For my past, from what I can remember, that kind of matters the most is that I was very interested in what makes people really, really good at something since I was like a teenager, and that I had mostly to do with pressure on myself to be good at something. And I think many of us kind of like face that pressure, especially also in early 20s, and figuring out what we want to do and like where our lives going. And I also was really interested, somehow drifted into performing magic, so like with playing cards or with um, with other items or like hypnosis and stuff. So
Yeah.
I kind of went down the rabbit hole of psychology and understanding how humans use language in order to change their internal states and change the way that they work. And so that also led me a little bit into general psychotherapy, although I wasn't really interested in that because I was also kind of like a interest, like just a, I don't know how to say it. I was working with the computer a lot. I was designing stuff, like trying to modify video games, doing websites, all kinds of like weird stuff. And then at some point, the I studied computer science and mathematics and psychology for a little bit, but not that long. I ended up, after about a semester each, did film because I was thinking that I could potentially use the medium of film to show what's going on in people somehow, but I didn't exactly know how. Maybe through documentaries. I didn't get that far. I did start recording a documentary about people and what made them good at what they were.
Yeah.
But I think it's all gone. It's on some hard drive. I think that's broken.
Someday it will make its time back one way or another, whether in the form of you executing it,
Right.
again,
Maybe.
or
Yeah.
it will show up somehow in the field. Okay, so the documentary work extremely exciting. What else? What else?
yeah, and then I was working in UX design because UX
Mm-hmm.
design combined my knowledge and experience with Magic and
Wow.
with computers and or with design without having to actually like perform